to... Actually, I'm just going to use athletics. I'm going to try to see if I can... Are there like other people around us still?
Yes, but most of them are like farther up. Like
Okay.
it's a whole town, so there are people here and there, but you guys in the beginning like gave them a head start.
Okay, I'm gonna use athletics and go in with like the water or like a wagon or something. Try to use my athletics to like just like keep like pushing shit in their way, like that they might trip over.
Okay.
A fruit cart.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good. Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, so yeah, and you do that just flawlessly, just Jackie Chan style, just like everywhere you're going, you're just like flopping like shelves. Like there's like a plank standing up against a building, and you just like tap it just enough so there's like a delay and it slaps them like right as they go. They're just like at this point trying to claw over, and it's essentially like difficult terrain for them as they're just trying to make their way to you, but you are just making sure that they can't.
Yeah, like going back on that Scooby-Doo reference, like straight up, like it is like a Scooby-Doo villain trying to chase Shaggy, like.
In one door, not the other.
Yeah. Just like random shit falling on him for no reason.
What was it? Yakety Sax starts playing? Yakety Sax?
Yeah, literally.
So Branagor is also going to help out on the front. He's going to use his perception to try and track down this team again. Just essentially keep tabs on everything. It's also a success. Alright, Gleese.
Alright. I am going to... Oh, use that. How close are these things to us?
You guys...
Are we talking 30, 40 feet, or...
Probably, like, at this point with the rolls that you guys have gotten, you guys have put probably, like, 80 feet total.
Okay.
Where they're trying, but you're just, like, you know, outmaneuvering them.
Does it look like they're gonna catch up or catch up to the villagers?
In the next few seconds, no. But you can also see, like, behind them, like, there is many of these gnolls, like, coming through. You can still see where they're still trickling through, but you've certainly given the villagers a head start.
So, unless the villagers get more of a head start, all this was for nothing then. So, I'm going to do intimidation then. And I'm going to tell the monk to go, get them to safety. And I'm going to turn around and burn as many of them as I can with my spirit guardians and try to intimidate them to give them another, even 30 seconds or a minute can help.
Okay.
I'm not very intimidating.
As the spirit guardians does begin to eat away at them as you kind of like hold your ground, again it's just their sheer numbers and bloodlust as one of them kind of like comes up to you and attempts to bite you, and you just like bash it mid-pounce to the ground. You can see this Kaladin fellow is still kind of running on for a few seconds before noticing that you've stopped to stand your ground.
Yeah, I would definitely would stay, or I'll wait for my turn. But...
Felix. So you've caught up quite a bit of the way at this point, and you can see maybe like 60 feet, 60 or 80 feet away from you, you see the Cleese like begin to turn and essentially begin to hold his ground. And you hear him shout out, "Go, go!"
Do I want to yell at him or not? Do I see any of the gnolls behind him?
Lots. Almost 24.
From this angle, it's hard to tell how many are still behind him, but from the like you could tell from the beginning that there was many behind him.
So I'm going to scream out, "There's too many! There's too many of them! We gotta go!"
You hear the familiar voice of Felix as you turn to see him. He's kind of like up, somewhat hidden on a ridge. So go ahead. Yep.
So if I still got something, I'm gonna, I guess after I yell out, try to move in kind of a weird direction to kind of maintain the stealth after I yell.
Okay. All right. Unfortunately, you see like some of the ears perk up as a couple of them notice you. Begin to run past Cleese as he's standing his ground.
Run, you bastards!
Oliver's going to attempt to do the same thing. He's going to try and stay as low profile as he can.
Ooh,
No
very
issues.
low profile.
Only a 28. No biggie.
There was never an Oliver to begin with.
Yeah, it was just a
Rogue,
figment
man.
of our imagination.
Yeah, you guys have no idea where he went. You just like
He's
look
behind that
around.
blade of grass right there.
All right, and that's that. So hold on here. Okay, so as you stand your ground, I suppose I will just say one, not a skill challenge, but just RP wise. So Cleese, you hear a familiar voice shout out from behind you. There's too many. We can't take them.
I know, run! And I'll start to back up a little bit there, but if I can gain them 5 minutes, or 2 minutes, or 1 minute, every little second's gonna count. And with my background, losing allies in other wars, this might be it.
Okay.
And I bash them with my spirit guardians.
I'm still running. I can't take a hit.
All right. Kaladin, what are you doing? As you see, there's a couple second exchange where you run for like a few seconds and then you like skid to a halt as you notice that he's stopped. You hear an unfamiliar voice shout out, you know, like, run, there's too many! And then you just see Cleese holding his ground.
Yeah, I look forward to see who's yelling. I look back. It's just like just a pure like gut like laugh, like almost like not hysterical, but like true, like my blood begins like racing. Like this is a fight and this is gonna be fun. I smile and I get like as like back to back as I can, like without like putting my back to the creatures chasing us, and I get I punch, kick, slap, whatever, like anything close to us.
Okay. So with that, I'm gonna have you guys plop yourselves on the map and let's roll initiative.
Still deaf here.
Damn it, you were supposed to run. I don't want to kill a monk.
You won't kill me.
So you guys, Felix, you guys are approximately like 60 feet away. You're kind of up on this ridge. So let me. You guys will have to roll initiative again as well.
Okay.
On these new
Do you want me to
tokens.
drag my token on?
Yep, drag all your tokens on.
Okay.
I'll drag the other two on in just a sec.
I kind of, if I have a little bit more of a brief exchange, I'll like definitely give him like a very like a warrior's nod and be like, your resolve is greatly appreciated. You would be a grandmaster with the pair you have at my temple.
I'm a grandmaster at every brothel from here to Timbuktu.
With the pair he has.
That's right.
I laugh heartily and get into a way more serious stance than this fight deserves.
I do crane stance. Whoo.
I think the fighting style I chose was like like a Muay Thai kind of kickboxing kind of thing.
Oh, there you go. Kickboxing's good. I like that.
So you guys are probably closer to like there. Like this region is where you guys are.
All right. What's with the red line? Is that where the bad guys are? Or that's where.
That's kind of
Our people
they're
are-
up on somewhat of a ridge. So there's kind of like a 10-foot drop off, like past that line.
You said we got to redo initiative.
Yeah, so we're gonna do actual initiative. I'm gonna plop some people on here as well. And I will leave it up to you. Would you rather me roll like once and they all go, or just roll a million initiatives?
How many of them are there?
Quite a few.
15?
Too many.
So what is
go ahead.
more inconvenient for you?
If there's not too many, do them in groups of 5. But if there's a lot, just do them all at once.
Okay, so go ahead and yeah. Oh, you don't have the token action. Did you not link your token?
The initiative button is broken. It wasn't working.
Haha, you broke
Oh,
it.
it's because this is why. It's because you didn't link it back to your person. Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I did.
No, it's cool. I was wondering why. I'm like, oh, why isn't he?
Because I tried doing it earlier and it was it was broken. It wasn't working.
It's cool. I'm doing it now. You have dark vision, right?
Yep.
Boom. There you go. Now you should be able to do it.
Cool. Boom.
Alright. Cool. So what was your first initiative? 16? We'll keep that one.
You can leave it at 14. It doesn't matter either way.
No, it's cool. I was just making sure that you're all set. And I'm not gonna do the complex initiative just because like we're missing people and I don't want to run it with that. With me running them. Yeah, so you guys have put some distance on them from like escaping from the skill challenge.
Cool.
Alright. So what was the verdict? Do you guys want me to roll all of these individually or?
I'm good with just one roll.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so I'll do like this one in the
Do I
back.
have anything I could? No.
Oh. Figures.
There you go. That's what happens.
DM
Yeah.
rolls, it's nat 20s. If I roll as a player, it's nat 1s. Alright, guys. So, fortunately, these ones you seem to have caught in the beginning, they're not as well equipped as the ones that you have seen coming into the village. Like this is like the forward, this is like the frontier almost. So many of these are not equipped with bows, fortunately for you guys.
Oh my god.
So, and you are kind of far away. So, these guys are essentially, they're all gonna run up to you, but only a couple of them can actually attack you this round.
Well, that's okay. I get to attack them just by standing there. Blah. Ha, ha, ha.
Oh, thank God you have something AoE.
Okay, so a couple of these ones in the back do have bows, though. These hunters. So they go ahead and they're going to go ahead and make a ranged multi-attack. The first one's going to be at Cleese, the second one's going to be at Kaladin. Oh, for some reason... Oh, that's right, I never fixed this, sorry. It's going to be 2 bow attacks, obviously, not 2 spear attacks.
Ah.
I'd rather take the first rolls, please.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
really.
know, right?
I
Sorry.
laugh in your general direction. That's okay.
Sorry, were those at me or him?
No, the first ones were at Cleese,
Those
and
were
then
at
the
me.
second ones are going to be at you.
All right, sorry, my bad.
So how much did I take?
So you
And
took
here-
13, and your
And here-
movement is reduced by 20 feet till the end of.
Okay, and here's my con. Yay! Spirit Guardian's still up. I took
Go ahead
13.
and do it one more time, because you took 2
I hit
attacks.
twice.
Oh, that's right.
Fingers crossed.
Or not.
I'm sorry.
Run.
Man.
That's
Wait,
okay.
what's the radius on it though?
It's 15 feet.
It triggered. It shouldn't have.
Okay,
didn't
so
it
all
trigger
of these,
from
yeah.
the-
So this,
All of
so
them
all
would've
these
taken-
gnolls take damage before that pops.
There you go. They all take 10, or save for half.
What's the save?
Wisdom save for half.
Wisdom for half? No.
Yep.
Okay. It still did quite a bit.
Can I do? I'm gonna do deflect missiles on the one that did hit me.
Okay.
So I grab it, and I think I'm gonna spend a key point and fucking throw it back at him.
Okay.
Yeah. What is the? It was a D8, right?
Longbow's D8, yes.
All right.
Nice. So you do 8 to this one over on the right here, as you.
No, I missed.
Oh.
I still have to make an attack roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Paul, sorry.
So I missed. Yeah, it's fine. I didn't take damage, so it's cool.
All right, and then it's your go. So as you're surrounded by all these mofos,
How did these semi-shredded mofos look?
they've definitely taken damage. So as this, like, before this magical sphere like dissipated, you could see while they were inside, like, their flesh was beginning to literally be eaten away, burned away by this divine energy. So you can see parts of them are just like you can see bone, like where like their chest is, where they like pushed into the sphere, and there's some of them are bleeding profusely, but they still seem to have fight left in them.
All right, I'm gonna do. So there's one behind me. I'm gonna punch him.
Okay. And just so you know, for like mechanics wise, I do flanking is +2 to hit, is how I do it. And
Okay.
I just you have to be like 180. Just so you know.
All right. Yeah. So I fucking totally don't hit that guy. So I'm gonna try to kick him.
Okay.
And I guess an 8 is all I can fucking roll tonight.
A 2. You rolled a 2 twice. A 2, 1,
3 times.
2, 5. Oh crap! You did. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. What the fuck? All right. So yeah, I'm just too surrounded and too
Yeah,
like
they're just trying.
focused. So I'm gonna go and spend another key point and go into patient defense as a bonus action, and so
Okay.
I have the dodge action
Awesome.
for. So they have disadvantage on all attacks against me.
Sweet. Okay, so Branagor here, he's gonna go ahead and I have to check how many. Make sure you guys check how many spells you have too, because you guys haven't really.
I got nothing.
Yeah, you guys haven't really had a good spot.
I got light.
Cantrips.
Yeah, pretty much. Whoa. What to do? What would he do? What would he do? Okay.
Let's see head up.
He has either
He would
Entangle
run.
or Fairy Fire.
He can try and tangle. That would help
60
more.
feet. 20-foot square is 90. Okay, so hold on. I'm trying to see like what his range is.
He
Oh,
could
yeah,
do
yeah, he
a
can do-
flaming sphere.
20-foot cube. So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be.
So, if he puts it like, I can't remember here. So 20's 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's gonna plop it right down in the middle, so it gets the row that's in front of Kaladin, and like all these right here. Try and keep them at bay essentially for another turn if he can. So, strength saving throw. No, they don't make it. Cool. And it doesn't do any damage, and I believe they're restrained.
Awesome. Way to go, Kicky McCrunchy.
Yeah, so it's difficult terrain. I'll draw it real quick, and let me make sure. It's definitely difficult terrain, and they are restrained, but they can use their action to
they're not
make a strength
incapacitated.
check.
Yeah, to get free, or they can just shoot from there at disadvantage. Or
So, boom. So you can go ahead, Cleese, while I decide what Oliver's gonna do.
all right, I'm going to let's see. Well, since all these guys near me have taken damage already, I'm gonna try sleep. To maybe get these 3. Actually, what's my range on sleep? It's range 90 foot, 20 foot. So I'm going to put the sleep here and maybe get those 2, everything that it just pinged in the circle. Those 5.
Okay, so we'll call it this one. So this.
So it's a 20-foot square, which I think looks like just exactly what you drew out there.
Yeah.
Sweet. Only 15 points. That
Yeah.
sucked.
No, it's enough to make one of them fall asleep. This one in the back right corner falls
There.
asleep.
There you go.
And then Felix goes.
And then-
I'm trying to draw this stuff out. Oh, no, never mind. So, Cleese, if you have something else to do, go
Yep.
ahead.
No, actually, no, that was it there. I just had this spell. Keep forgetting, not Paladin. Go.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Okay, so that guy's asleep. I'll fire off a firebolt at the other bony guy. That he's restrained, so I should get an advantage.
Yep.
8 fire damage.
So, where,
And I'm going to
which one are you doing?
on Skeleman there.
Skeleman, okay.
And I'm backing up as much as I can. With and pulling Juliana behind me.
Okay. So Oliver, as you do that, he's kind of like pausing for a moment to see like when he can strike. He goes ahead and launches a. Trying to see what the range on light crossbow is. It's 80, 320. Even if he has disadvantage, it doesn't matter.
80.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's within. He
yeah,
can hit all
he's
the
well-
guys in there with advantage. So
So, he's actually gonna go ahead and take out. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and attempt to take out this gnoll right here. Because he has advantage and you're within stuff, so he has a sneak attack. He didn't put how much sneak attack he has. I think it's 3d6 at level 5.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Pretty confident.
Rogues. Level 5, he's at 3d6, yeah.
Oh yeah, more than enough. So he just like headshot. This guy's gone.
Snack.
And then he he's gonna also kind of like do a protective around the little girl.
There you go. And another 10, save for half for the ones around us.
It went down.
Yeah, you're.
Oh, that's right. Crap.
Yeah, it went down.
Never mind.
unfortunately.
I'm just imagining real hard. Fine.
So they're gonna go ahead and make another save. These ones that are in the box, we'll see if they make it. They have to spend their action doing so. They do break out, but they have to spend their action to do that. And this guy is still sleeping in the corner. It's also difficult terrain, so they kind of like 10, 10, 20. So they do 10, 20.
Is there another group coming too?
So they keep circling you, and they're just like trying to get you as much as they can, but they can't really do much. At this
I'm
point,
yelling.
like, there is still a constant like you haven't
Stream.
pulled any other yet, but you can still see, because obviously this is all going on like by the second. It's like more and more are swarming in at the second.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. I tell the ones at the bottom.
This
You
Knoll
too, Mr. Monk.
This Knoll Hunter is going to do the same thing against you, Kaladin. He's going to take 2 shots with the longbow.
Bring it.
Ouch.
That fucking hurt a little bit more. He has disadvantage on
Deflect.
both of those.
He does. So the first one, I'm actually going to have him roll one more time to see if he hits his ally. But this on the second one, you either take 10 or I don't know if you can use your stuff to reduce
Catch
that.
it again.
Use every
I-
reaction.
Yeah, because we're back at the top of the round. Yeah, so I have my reaction back, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He unfortunately he missed even his ally. He tries to shoot it and it just like goes straight into the ground pretty much.
I'll take it.
So okay.
So I reduce the damage by 9, but I still take 1.
So what is it? It's 1d10 plus your dex.
1d10 plus dex plus proficiency.
Well, you
Plus-
scraped your
that's
finger on that arrow.
amazing. Plus proficiency. That's fucking awesome.
Or hold on, I think it might be actually plus level. Like, it's crazy weird.
Yes.
That's cool.
It's
That's
weird,
fine.
Yeah, d10 plus dex plus monk level.
So what you do each round is you run and dash and smack and run back, and then let them shoot you and wipe it away, and then do the same thing over and over again.
Okay, so Kaladin, these are all at disadvantage, so this is gonna be weird. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 at you as you're kind of like drawing the attention, and the rest are going around to they're going around to Cleese, but they just haven't quite like made it because of the difficult terrain they had to go through. So, and these are all with like they have just like primitive spears. And they have disadvantage on all these attacks. But
So
they
1
also
hits me.
they also have +2. I don't think that makes a difference.
No,
In this
not for any of them.
case. No, okay. So,
So it's
going to be
6 damage, right?
the 1d8. So it's going to be 3. The way that it works is, yeah, I have to go back and redo some of these macros, but the first number is if they use it as a thrown weapon. The second number is if they use it as
Gotcha.
Yeah. So you take 3, yeah. Overall, not bad though. I mean,
Yeah, I'll take
this
it.
other Knoll Hunter is going to use his longbow at Euclid. Kind of the same strategy they were using. And at this point, they've just started to notice these people that are on the ridge, kind of like doing stuff. Okay, so just really hard shot to get around all the people that are swarming you right now, as the hunter just cannot find purchase. So Kaladin, go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hit this dude in front of me who's all restrained because I have advantage on that, right?
They made the save, but it took their action. That's why he didn't do anything. But they are not restrained anymore.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm really pissed that I missed the guy last time, so I'm gonna fucking smack his face. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Okay, which one? The one
The guy behind me, directly behind me.
Okay. This guy?
Yeah, to the right of Cleese.
Okay. Yep. So obviously, yeah, that hits.
Alrighty. Is he still up?
For some reason, the damage, like, I trying to mouse over, but it's like staying there, so I can't see what the damage is. Is it 4? Looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not quite enough to take him down.
All right. Now punch him again.
Oh yeah. Literally the minimum
You
damage.
hit him.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Again, just resilient. It's hard. Like, all these people are essentially clawing at you, and it's just really hard to find purchase, even with your prowess.
All right. Well, fuck this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna go back into patient defense and wait my turn.
Alrighty. So as you're like deflecting all these blows as these gnolls attempt to just bite at you and spear at you viciously, Brandagor's gonna go ahead and go, and he doesn't have any. He doesn't have a lot of spells left.
There's the bonfire thing. That might actually be good here, because that stays up.
Alright. Yeah. So I suppose, yeah, he's gonna just use his cantrip to try and create bonfire underneath the feet of the one that you guys have. There we go. So Dex save. Dex, he got an 8, so no. So he's gonna take 1d8.
2d8. We've gone up a cantrip tier or whatever.
Alright, there we go. Oh yeah. So this, as you just see this gnoll like begin to claw at himself as he just like goes up in flames. As there's essentially a flaming patch kind of like underneath him.
Oh my god, that is... Oh, wrong flame. Never mind.
Alright, so still believe you're within range, yep. So Oliver's gonna go ahead and he's gonna do the same thing, he's gonna make a shot. This is gonna be to the guy at the right of Kaladin. Alright, he doesn't 10 unfortunately is not enough to hit. Cleese.
All right. I'm gonna bash the guy above me there.
Okay.
There we go. And I'm thinking that's probably not going to hit. So I think it's time to add a divinity thing and add 10 to that to make sure it hits.
Oh, okay. It definitely hits with the plus 10.
Woohoo! There we go. 5 points. Yay.
All right, Felix.
That's okay.
Do I want to? I think I need to start hitting the guys with the bows. So I'm going to hit him with a firebolt, or try to. There's the damage.
Nice. Oh yeah. You just like as it just like
Turn off for tablet for them.
yeah, it begins to roll to the ground and like has to pat itself out as it comes up.
And I'm moving me and Julian another 30 feet away.
Okay. So, yeah, these guys can all go ahead and do their thing. They're not going to enter the literal bonfire.
Oh, come on.
Alright, so the two bowmen, the first bowman, the one on the left, is going to take his attacks at Cleese like he's been doing. This other one is not impressed with you, Felix, so he's going to go ahead and make them at
Ouch.
you.
Before you, real quick, before he
Those
takes
hit-
that damage, because I'm like close, could I use my deflect arrows to grab one of his arrows?
Which direction are the arrows coming from?
I know it's a
This
stretch,
way.
but
It's,
It's
like the opposite
Okay,
direction,
got it.
unfortunately.
I didn't know how cool I could
Nice
be.
try. And I'd reach for that. I'll bite your arm.
Alright,
so I took 13.
13, yep.
Alright.
This one's going to go ahead and make two longbow attacks at you, Felix.
Oh.
14 and 7.
Oh,
Just
fuck.
not enough. You're like you're ducking, and the ridge, it does give you a little bit of cover, like, so you have a little bit of that like advantageous spot, and you're just like as they boo boo, and Juliana like ducks down, and she just cries out like ah, and then yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and have you took patient defense again, Kaladin, or no?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
No, I decided to stand in the middle of 6 people and just say, you know what? Fuck it.
5 of these guys are going to attack you, and they all have +2, just so you know.
+2 in this.
Do they all have +2?
They all
Because
have
the guy
+2.
directly in front of me doesn't have like a 180 guy behind me because there's fire behind me.
Yeah, it's one of like once it's active for all. So it's like as long as you
okay.
have one person that 180, then it's like it's flanking for everybody.
All right.
All right, so
16, 13.
so what's your AC? I can't remember. It's 15, right?
15. Yep.
So
So it's
not
one hit
enough.
so far.
So one hit for 9, and then there's 2 more. Okay. So you're just like you literally like take one and you're like whoa, and you snap off like the spear in half, but as like you do that like power strike, it gives just an opening for one of them to like right into your rib as you like and then we're gonna go ahead and have unfortunately 4 of these are gonna go ahead and attack you, Cleese.
That's okay. I knew it was coming. Sorry to take the monk down with me, but he didn't listen.
All right. Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
Ouch. We can do it.
Yeah.
How many death saves do I make after the ones that hit me after I went down after the first one?
I think, unfortunately, I think that's all of them.
So 3 death saves. Here we go.
And
1. Fail. 2. Oh, I'm back up.
Oh damn!
no,
Do you play that way? Back up? Or
Well,
is that...
I
automatic
do,
stable?
but no. So
Oh, yeah.
You got
When
Yeah,
you-
the next one knocks me
when
down
you-
again.
no. When you get hit, you take
Uh-huh.
failed death saves. It doesn't make you make a death save. You take failed death
Oh,
Yeah,
saves.
you
okay.
take 2
Yeah,
death
that's
saving
the
throws.
one I
Yeah,
understood
yeah.
it.
So there you go. So that does it for me.
Yeah, so Kaladin, you're deflecting all these blows. You're like, you snap one in half, and then you just see as the
Cleese
compatriot
goes
that
down.
you're attempting to help, he just gets swarmed. You see like this undead maw of this Knoll Witherling just like just chomping him. And it's your go.
Yeah, I unfortunately I feel really bad, but I don't know him. So
That's right.
as a kind of like a faithful person myself, I kind of like say not like a prayer,
Back
but
in
like
the-
definitely like a very like a respectful thing, and I'm going to use my Radiant Soul class ability, and I grow or not grow, but light-based wings sprout from my back, and I begin to angel it up in here, and then I'm going to use my bonus action and one of my second to last key point to disengage as Step of the Wind. So I
Okay.
double my movement and can disengage. I don't know if you'll let me. Can I grab his holy symbol as I like piece the fuck out?
Yeah, we'll say you can do that.
Yeah, so I'll grab that and fucking
Okay,
hightail it the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so you're in range of the hunters, but besides that, yeah. So as you make your way towards are you making your way towards like the compatriots that are helping?
I'm just gonna go towards the people who are helping me.
Alright, so Branagor here is gonna go ahead and he's gonna use bonfire on this hunter over here and see if he can get him. So the hunter's gonna go ahead and make a save. Nope. Oh, sweet. Okay, so and he's gonna go 2d8. Okay, just enough. Sweet. So this Knoll Hunter erupts in flames as he kind of like writhes on the ground, and then Branagor like runs ahead. Can't really go past the map, but Oliver, he's going to do one of these ones that are weakened. He's going to go ahead and make another shot. Sweet. Okay, yeah, and that's enough. So he like knocks another one of them out. Unfortunately, Cleese is no more. Felix.
Double dashing.
Okay, so at this point,
I'm
everybody's
going.
just getting out of dodge. So I'm gonna remove initiative here. So let me also see the range. Okay, so this one last Knoll Hunter, he attempts to take one more shot. Like he runs up and he takes 2 more shots. He's gonna go ahead and probably he's gonna shoot at Kaladin.
I was gonna say,
Because
say
the
if you said
Kaladin
something
just
else.
drew he's like a super like sprouted wings like. Okay. So
the 11 misses and the crit definitely hits, and I'm going to deflect the fuck out of it.
okay. Okay, no problem. As you just like
Yeah, I'm gonna spend my last key point, and I'm pissed. I'm gonna fuck this dude up, and hopefully
Do
kill
it.
him.
and
Yeah, eat a
you
dick.
as you, and it just goes, and it just
Actually, it
sticks right.
takes 5 more damage because I have my Radiant Soul ability up.
Okay. So minus 16. So that, and not enough to take it down, but it's like a very, like, it's just bleeding profusely. You hit it maybe a couple inches away from the heart, from what you can see at this point.
Good.
Okay. So then you guys are just GTFO.
Yep.
Okay. So as you guys just see how kind of hopeless the situation seems, you're like getting out. Kaladin, as you approach, you notice for the first time like this little girl that they're kind of shepherding, and you guys attempt to make it out. Just go ahead, and I'm not gonna have everybody roll a stealth roll. I'll just have Felix, just because you're spearheading it. Just go ahead and you make a stealth roll. Okay. So they begin to trail you and follow you. A couple of them break free. This Knoll hunter in particular that is not looking super good. He's just pissed. He like comes charging up and attempts to make 2 more ranged attacks. He's gonna attempt to make them at Kaladin again.
Do I have my reaction back, or is this within
Yeah,
the same?
we'll say you have your reaction back.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter yet. Neither
Yeah,
of them hit
so
me.
you're just on the ridge, and he's just like, just trying to do quick fires. It like lands at your feet. None of these other people have ranged, so they're still following you at this point. But you kind of like go more to like the north side of town, let's say, as you're trying to get out of Dodge. So we'll say
So I'm gonna think to myself and be like, oh shit, the reason we can't stealth is because I'm a literal shining beacon, and I'm gonna drop my Radiant Soul.
okay. So you drop your Radiant Soul, and collectively you try and keep a low profile. You have Brandagor has skills in nature. Oliver is just a naturally stealthy person. So go ahead, Felix, and roll another stealth roll since you're spearheading. Roll it with advantage, though. Okay, so hold on here. Okay, all right. So it does take a little while for them to, essentially, for you to drop, for them to give up and to go back towards the town. At this point now, by the time you've fully lost the trail, or they've fully lost the trail, it's probably about an hour or so, an hour and a half even, where you guys are just like moving as fast as you can and like hiding, like it's just a really tense hour and a half. And now as we begin to approach dusk, you are now seemingly in the clear, and you can hear still the screams of those left behind. It's just very horrific, to say the least. And you still see, if when you look back, just the light of the town that is now being raised. And I'm gonna go ahead and transfer you to the world map. So I'm gonna say that you're right here. So you have a few minutes of reprieve. You can see that Juliana is just huffing and puffing, and she has just like, her face is a mess. She's just like been crying the whole way, and just overall a not so good time.
So I missed that. Is she a halfling or an actual little girl?
She's a child.
Oh, okay. I will offer, because athletics is what I do, to carry her. like I'll put a hand out and like as friendly as gently as possible, like pick her up, or if she'll let me.
You can see she kind of clings to Felix a little bit as you do so. She looks like she's very rough. She's had a rough time.
That's fair. So I'll smile and I will hold out the holy symbol to Felix, and uh, I'm sorry. I believe this was your companions.
Oh, that's oh, fuck. That's two. And I put it in my bag with Alan's banners. So what time? What time is it?
It's approaching dusk at this point.
Okay, so we should find somewhere. As much as we need to, I don't know. Should we keep moving, or should we try to find somewhere to camp? We need to get to. Fuck. We need to get to Caramount.
I believe we should keep moving. Those things, they seem to just follow until it seems like they die. From what I saw back there, maybe another hour, gain some distance on them, and then find a place to camp.
There's
How do you look? Like, do you look like you could use some healing?
I'm fucked up.
So I'll place a hand on your shoulder and like give a very like a grasp your shoulder, very like bro, like it's okay, and like nod, reassuring, and I'll give you 5 hit points. My hand glows like super slight, very lay on hand style.
Thank you. Okay.
I just
So-
nod and kind of like continue on with you.
Okay, let's keep moving until for a little bit more until we can get safely clear of this.
I call out to the druid. I know he's not here, but like not to like put this on the DM or whatever, but like be like, I'm not familiar with this area. Where would how could we lose them?
Well, I'm mostly familiar with the Donner Wood, just south. But it seems like that's where they've infested. We know some people in Fort Vignan if we can make it there.
That's still like a day's travel, if not more.
Yeah.
If you could find a cave or maybe some trees that we could hide in, or dense tree line or something.
There's a forest a couple hours away, but last time I went there were some big spiders that I wouldn't want to meet. Though I guess that was pretty deep in the woods. We could camp on the outskirts and probably be fine.
I would say, so right now, it's about dusk. Depending on how much you wanted to push forward, like you could still have more movement. It just, it depends how much you want to push forward. I would say you could push forward like one more hex would bring you to like, it's like dead of night. And then if you're pushing on all through the night, you could get extra hexes, but you would take a point of exhaustion.
I would say take the extra hex, and then Kaladin would call for sleep. I got stabbed pretty good back there, so
Yeah. Let's push forward until the middle of the night, and then just to get some extra distance. I don't want those things coming up on us.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 1d6 for me.
everyone or just
Just one. Okay.
Just the one.
Okay.
So uneventful. You guys, having lost the trail, can move a little bit easier. Again, now you're pushing on to this point. Juliana is just like laying limp in your arms, like she's like nodding asleep as you're carrying her the last leg of it. And at this point, you're not entirely sure, but it's got to be at least 8 or 9 o'clock.
I'd say we look for like any sort of like hill or like rock outcropping that we can like position ourselves even minutely behind, and then like try to set up a camp. Maybe not a fire, but like just something where we can maybe munch on some rations and sleep.
Okay. Yeah, collectively, I would say you guys can do that. They kind of came through here anyway, so they don't, I don't want to say know the area well because they just passed through, but they like Branagor and Felix, you're able to kind of guide them to a place that's more advantageous. You guys do find an like a cluster of trees that are able to kind of like hide you fairly well. It's up on like somewhat of a like the top of just like a small gully, and you're able to rest. So you guys can all go ahead and take a long rest.
Watches?
I'll take the first watch. You guys look pretty beat up, and just resting here and being on watch, I'll get most of my strength back.
So yeah, if I get a long rest, I can do some stuff. I need stuff.
I'll wake the stealthier one when I need sleep.
Okay, and you do so. So you guys swap out again. No issues. You guys wake up a little bit late, just beaten and broken, but fully charged with spells, at least. As you wake up, Felix, Juliana is just kind of like clutching to your chest, and she's just like snoring heavily. You can see the dew from the morning has just like completely covered everything, as like beads of light kind of shimmer off strands of her hair. It's kind of like come over her face.
I'm gonna wait with like a little bit of a start, just like a quick like jerk and like gasp. But then once I realize we're still fine, I'm just gonna chill for like a couple minutes, just laying there, watching, waiting for other people to get up.
Yeah, you see at this point, Kaladin is already up. Oliver is already up. You're one of the last awake.
Okay, then I'm gonna kind of softly try to wake Juliana and get her up and have a quick breakfast, whatever rations we have.
Okay, you make a small, simple, but good enough meal.
I have some, I'm assuming like potatoes, apples, some road rations that I'm willing to pass out if they're running low.
Okay. Yeah, so the kind stranger helps you.
Thank you. And thanks for what you did back there.
He would have done the same for me. He had a kind face. He would have fought for my death if I would have stayed.
He
Or
was
till my death, I should say.
Yes, he was very righteous, very much one to sacrifice himself for the greater good.
He was an old drunk. He just didn't have anything left to drink, so he was bored.
Yeah, and a bit of a character too.
And
I
Belgarian
can still hear his spirit.
Yeah,
Whispering through the.
that's right. Whispering through the ether.
There you go. Okay. So I'm just gonna sit down for a minute, explain that um, we were actually sent to investigate those gnolls. I don't know if you've heard, but they've been an issue as of late. From a man in Kermont who was looking to figure out where they were and then send a military expedition. So we found them, ran to a patrol. In dealing with the patrol, we caught the attention of the rest of the group, failed to lead them in the wrong direction, and got caught up in the chase. We need to get down to Kermont and let those guys know so they can send out the military. I don't know what they're not military, but cell swords and militias to come and deal with that, because there were well over 100 of those things.
I wouldn't mind joining them.
Yeah, I'd love to take a bunch of them down, but yeah, the four of us ain't gonna do it.
Agreed. We were a little in over our heads.
There was a weird thing, though. Well, I mean, one, gnolls don't do this. They don't go around in packs of 50, 100 of them. But where they were all around when we found them, all around this big, almost like a sinkhole, but it had a bunch of worked stone and stuff. Something's going on over there.
Maybe something they found and a treasure of some sort, maybe?
Yeah. There was also a big one. We didn't see it back there, thankfully, but looked like there was a big, a leader.
Maybe he's roused them, maybe several tribes together, or groups, however they're packs probably, to fight as one for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know much about these creatures. They're fairly new to me.
Done
Out
a
of
little
character,
bit of
I'm
research.
assuming maybe I had heard like rumors, and that's why I was headed to this area to learn about them a little bit or something.
Yeah, so most of the people in the region know about the gnolls. It's been a huge problem. Anybody trying to go to Fransport or back to try and trade, and especially like in this little tri-city area between Fort Vignan, Kermont, and St. Abbey, it's just been a nightmare. They've been progressively getting worse and worse. So I'm sure you would have heard of it being in the region for any length of time.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd come to study them a bit and learn a little bit more of why they are such a nuisance. But I guess I experienced that firsthand.
Oh yeah. I don't think there's been an attack that big, but yeah. We need to get down to Kermont and get help. We need to bring those forces and deal with that. That's not going away without some serious attention. And you can see Felix is kind of like spacey at the moment. Like he's just watched two of his. I mean, we've only been companions for a couple of weeks, but two of them get dropped in front of him.
Yeah, Galadin is very like patient. Like he doesn't feel the same because he barely knew, but definitely has like a warrior's respect for Cleese. So he kind of lets you grieve or understands it's kind of your way of grieving. He's assuming, so he like lets you kind of like go through anything you need to do.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to solve it here. We're Once we're done with breakfast, let's head out.
Agreed.
We need to make some time. But
So let's start. I'll follow your lead since I haven't been to Kermont yet, so I don't know the way.
yeah, we're gonna make our way towards. I think we're gonna swing a little bit wide around Shen.
Okay.
But
So I would
Yeah.
say since you didn't wake up like super late, so you can have like 4 hexes of movement. Would be like today, like a full day's worth of travel. And so,
okay.
for Anthony, for each hex, we roll a d6, and on a 6, it's an encounter.
Oh, cool.
And not necessarily a fight, but a thing.
Something happens, yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are free to move that banner wherever you wish.
5 horses show up randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, grab the first.
Okay.
You gonna grab the second?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, did that just whisper to you? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It was a 6, though, by the way.
Yeah. I see.
Okay. They're
Okay.
getting
So.
somewhere.
Oh, that is not the button I wanted to hit. Are you still a DM, Anthony? Can you
No, I rejoined as a player
Cool.
so that I couldn't mess with things or see anything that you might be whispering to yourself.
You do know that those show up for us?
What shows up for you?
The world
world
stationary map.
Intelligent creature.
Aw, that shouldn't.
We'll just pretend like we don't see it.
Yeah, I'll hide those next time. Plus, I wanted to change and add to the list anyway, so. Okay. So, you guys come across an intelligent creature. No. Okay. So, under this, as you guys are like making this wide arc around Shen, you guys see in the distance a couple of huddled figures, kind of like over, like looking at it from the side. I don't want to say a cave, but it's just like a couple foot, like it's almost like the hill kind of goes up and over, like it's like a grassy top, and there's just like a little tiny area where a couple of figures are hiding. They seem to be like humanoid. It's hard to gauge from here, but like you can see them. Like a grassy knoll. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna send out Orbit to get a better look without getting too close.
Okay, so you do kind of like a wide arc with Orbit, and you can see through Orbit's eyes. These people seem to be like beat up. These appear to be like people. One of them appears to be like Elven. One of them appears to be like Orcish, and another one appears to be like human.
Might be survivors from Shen. Let's head over.
What is orbit?
Orbit is my familiar owl.
Oh, cool. I'll agree and walk with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you approach, these figures kind of like look over to you and like, oh, and they like get up and they ready themselves before noticing that you are in fact not creatures trying to kill them. And they kind of stand their ground. They look at you, but they're not really making a move yet. They don't really know what to make of you yet.
You coming from Shen?
The orc nods. The other two kind of like have that glazed look in their eye They kind of like look off, almost as if in the distance.
We're us too. We're heading down to Claremont. If you'd want to join us or head in that direction, be safe.
Do any of them look injured?
Yeah, they look fairly beat up. One of them in particular, the human, seems to have like made a makeshift kind of bandage, like has a just a bloody spot where he's wrapped up in like an old shirt or something, like up on his like upper thigh.
I will cautiously, no, maybe not cautiously, but like unthreateningly anyway, walk up and be like, "Can I take a look at that?"
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I'll gently pull the makeshift bandage off, and I will use my healing hands to heal it.
And then he kind of like eases and like, thank you. What was that?
A gift. Don't throw it away. Make sure to live your life. Always face your fears. You know, all that stuff.
He looks at you like respectfully and nods. So, to Vermont, you say?
Yeah. We're supposedly there's some of the caravan groups are setting up a militia to help go after the gnolls. Thought we'd tell them what happened to Shen, where the gnolls are coming from.
So there's hope.
That's the idea. That's the
Good.
idea, at least.
Good. And you can see the orc kind of like looks over, like trying to like look around you, and it sees like Juliana behind you, and then looks back to you seriously. Let's head off.
Give him a nod. Keep going.
Okay, you guys can go ahead and make 2 more.
Let's do it.
All right. So in the last one. So this is your last one. So you guys set up camp after like a long day. Okay. So as you begin to wind down, you see kind of like off the path here. There's like a path that runs down from the hilly area, and it goes and like arcs around to like where you are. You're kind of on the side of this path, and then it curves down towards like Kermont, because this where you are right now is kind of like the main path. So you see a familiar looking cart come down the way. And as it approaches, slowly from maybe like 100 or so feet away, you recognize the slick hair, the smug demeanor of the tinker that you had run across a few weeks ago. As he nonchalantly kind of approaches, he stops by you and yours. Why, hello.
Hello.
Well, we meet again, don't we?
Yeah. You spend a lot of time up on these paths. I think it was around a little bit north of here where we saw you before.
Hmm. Yeah. Just a few miles to the west. I actually just got done my business in Kermont.
Knowles haven't hit there again yet, right? No, that wouldn't make sense.
No, all's been quiet. So, what do you say? Can I interest you in some wares?
I don't know about the rest of them, but I'm a little high and dry as far as money goes.
Ah, he looks to the rest. Anyone? Anyone?
What are you selling? What are you selling, Tinker?
Haha! A beautiful customer. Here we go. And he kind of like taps the side of his wagon and like boop, it like plops up, and you can see he's got like stacked up stuff like on the sides as well, kind of just like random shit. Like he's got like flag poles and like just like all sorts of stuff. He opens up the cart and you just see like everything kind of like a bunch of jangling, as like there's like pots and pans, there's like a couple of like swords and daggers and stuff that are just hanging, there's like all odd and ends kind of stuff. You see like random, like in a bucket there's like some leather scraps, there's like just this, that, and the other thing, like everywhere. Anything you're looking for in particular, friend?
I could use some needle and thread. We had a run-in back in Shen. And need to fix up my clothes a bit.
Aha, just for you. He kind of like goes under and rumbles around, and you can hear like a metal bucket like clang to the side, and he like scoops the stuff. He's fuck. And then he comes back up and here you go. And here you go. And he plops out a needle, and he just gives you like one spool of thread.
And any extra paper if you have it.
It's a bit hard to come across these days, but for you, he goes out and he has just like what looks to be like it once was a full scroll. It's like half a scroll, like that he looks like maybe he like already tore off some paper from. So what I got?
I'll take it.
Very good. 2 silver pieces, please.
I'll toss him a gold piece and nod and say, "So you haven't encountered anything on your road on the road to here?"
No, I haven't, to be honest. I was on my way to Shen to go do a little business and then up to Sant Abbey.
You know, like I said, you're gonna want to stay away from Shen.
I guess. Well, might be something to be had at Shen once everything dies down. War is, after all, profitable. And he kind of says that, and he like looks especially sleazy as he like strokes his beard.
I'll just grimace and kind of go about my business. I'll like take my shirt off and begin trying to like fix the huge spear wound I have in it.
So he kind of like looks around at the rest of the other people, and he looks at Juliana. Hey, little girl. Hey, I got plenty of stuff here. Maybe and he looks over to Felix. She yours?
Not like that, but essentially.
Well, I got plenty of things. I got things that little girls love. He like pulls out like a doll, and he pulls out just like a bunch of like decrepit old toys that are probably for like 4-year-olds. And he has just like a little like wooden top and stuff like that.
I just glance over at Juliana, questioningly.
She comes out of her shell a little bit, and he's like being like overly like, come on, like trying to get her to come over, and she goes over and like plays with the top, and she kind of looks back at you with a smile.
I don't got much for money per se, but I got. Let's see here. I'll look around in my bag and what do I take out? Take out a knife and what else do I got for ammo crap? Not a whole lot. Yeah, I take out a knife. Or yeah, 2 small knives and like don't got much for money, but I can trade.
Ah! And then he takes him, he looks at him. Decent quality. Yeah, sure. And he puts him, folds him over and puts him in a bucket. And he hands you the top, and there's like a couple other odd and end stuff.
I hand over to Juliana. Thank you, kind sir. Anything to lighten up the mood a little bit.
He nods.
I gotta step away for like 5 or 6 minutes to put the kids to bed. I'll be right back.
You got it.
All good.
So he gives you just like a big smile, and
Did you say that kid was like 16?
Juliana's like 9.
Oh, Ed.
Oh yeah, he just said his son's like, I gotta put my son to bed.
16-year-old.
That's great. I didn't even yet. So yeah, anyway, yeah, he gives a big smile. Anything I can do to help? So, anything else? Nobody? Anybody? All right. And he clicks his cart back down, and he gets back on his horse, and well, I'm going to Kermont now, apparently. Suppose it's the safest place. Thanks for the heads up.
Least we could do.
And he goes off, and he just yells, "Good luck getting into the gates." As he kind of goes off into the down the road. At this point, it's sunset.
Yeah, when the minute he's out of earshot, I'm like, what a greasy little creature.
Yeah, we met him once before. Not the most ethical shopsman.
I know, I didn't continue sewing up my shirt to the best of my ability.
Yeah, just watch Juliana play with the top or whatever for a little bit as we settle in.
Okay. She does so. The rest of the night goes fairly uneventfully. You guys manage to find a spot. You're kind of just by the road. Yeah. So you guys awake the next morning.
And guess once we get settled, breakfast and stuff, we'll head the last couple miles to Kermont.
Yeah, so after as we're doing breakfast, just as some flavor stuff, or even while we're walking, probably not while we're walking, probably a little harder to do. But I'm just writing in a basically like a journal, and just about like everything that had kind of happened, just more like just like dear diary kind of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you guys see him like kind of like writing in a journal like whenever he has a couple of seconds of free time.
And then yeah, we move on.
Yeah, so you guys have like again, pooling what rations you have together. Your rations have taken quite a hit now that you have these other people that they didn't bring anything, so you kind of share them together to have what measly amount of nutrition you can get.
So I had 10. How many do you think we would have used?
You had 10.
Yeah.
So
Or 10 days worth, however that works out for rations.
yeah, it's 10. Yeah, 10 days worth. Each ration is 1 day. So I suppose if you had 10, yeah, you would have enough, but it's like 1 per person. So if
Yeah.
you shared rations with the 3 people, the 3 strangers as well.
Plus a little girl.
Yeah, plus a little girl. So that's 4. And then Oliver wouldn't have had any. That's 5. And then Branagor and Felix. I don't know if you guys had any rations on you.
I didn't have any recorded, but also Branagor, I think, has a thing where you can go hunt and feed people as a thing.
Yeah, he was trained in survival, right? So he could probably.
I thought he had something like specific, even in addition to that.
Yeah, he summons forest friends and is like, "You dead now."
Oh yeah, Wanderer.
Wanderer, yeah.
Wanderer.
Oh, and up to 5 other people. So yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
Yes.
word.
So we'll say that through the way, like you guys are picking berries, and he like finds like a mushroom. He's like, oh, we can eat this and like this certain plant, stuff like that. So, you know, you guys get enough like berries, like tubular plants and like whatever. So okay, so you still have rations, but again, it's still meager. You know, it's enough to sustain, but
I'll say we used 5 that first night since we were kind of like running, and they were tired, so they probably wouldn't have wanted to go hunt.
yeah. So yeah, go ahead and roll 1d6, whoever, and then you guys will be
take it.
at the gates of Cremont. Okay.
God damn it!
We're
So,
awesome.
Another fucking tinker. God damn it!
Okay.
No, Tiamat.
Not better.
So,
No.
as you guys can all see, yes, unfortunately, as you get to the gates, you pass over like this, where this hilly area is, where it's just meeting like the main road. There's like one, like larger hill, and as you guys are making your way, you can see Kermont's like, you know, whatever, maybe 4 miles away or something, but it's like more of a straightaway. Like you can see it's essentially set into like this mountain range, so you can essentially see it from here, but over the hill you just hear a fierce growling noise as just howls ensue, and you see like probably, I'd say like 8 or so of these gnolls just like charging over the hill. The 3 people that you took on with you, they just like hit the ground, like they start dashing away. They're like, fuck, fuck, fuck. Like, run! Make your way to Cremont!
How many gnolls are there?
8.
Say there's 8 of them. As
Yes.
soon as I see them, I'm popping the meteors around me.
Okay.
Do we
Okay,
have
so
like
I'll
an
give
action
everybody-
before initiative?
I'll give everybody one action as they are charging.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Radiant Soul.
I'll laugh.
I'm a Super Saiyan this shit. Let's do it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put myself between. I'm assuming that I've talked to Felix and realized he is some sort of mage or wizard. and the
Well,
little girl. So I'm gonna put myself in between them, and the gnolls. So
I'm picking mushrooms. Bahaha.
In real life.
Sure.
All right.
The dotted ones are the best.
All right. So yeah, again, everybody, I'll say has like one round. So you guys pop the meteors. You pop the meteors. You use your radiant soul. Oliver, there's not really much he can do, to be honest.
He can switch places with me.
didn't he have a crossbow? Or are they close enough for him to shoot?
Hide?
Yeah, there's not really much to hide behind here, though. That's the thing. So he's gonna go ahead and Brandagor's got all his stuff back, so he's gonna go ahead and, you know what? Fuck it. He's gonna go ahead and use Call Lightning.
Do it.
So as just a bolt comes down out of the sky, I'm pretty sure the range is fairly long. It's 120 feet. Yeah. Okay. So he calls it down, and they're gonna make a dex save, or take 3d10, or they take half. Okay. Cool.
Okay. If they are in range on our like initial turn, I'm gonna send 2 meteors out.
Go ahead.
Okay, so that's 2. Wait. Let me remember. Why is it rolling multiple things? Oh, each one of them is 2. Okay, so it's just the top 2. The first rolls I did.
Coincidentally, they add up to the same.
Okay. So they're running in like a V. Okay. So dex save for half. So you're doing 2 of them. So where are you aiming them?
Okay, if they're like that, then I'm doing.
Yeah, they're kind of like fanned out a little bit. In like a V.
Yeah, then I'm doing the group to the left and the group to the right.
Okay.
Send one there each.
So 6 and so they each do 2 d6.
Six,
No,
six up here. And
so
two-
the first one, this is the 6 and this is the 4.
Okay. Very good.
I shouldn't have rolled. I shouldn't have hit it twice.
So when they explode, they get all 3 on each group. Yeah,
And they
everyone
save
gets
for half, so these ones, the top ones take 3, and the bottom one, it's a dex save, does not make it, so they take 2.
4.
Oh, okay, yep.
Oh.
Okay. So, this one that's in front looks like a little bit bulkier than the others. He looks like really menacing, as he's the one just like leading the charge. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll Inish here. Did you guys all do it? There we go.
Nope.
You can.
Alright, so everybody's gonna go ahead and roll Inish.
Ooh, good one.
My initiative button's still broken.
Is it really?
It says you wanted to send the results of this tracker to the turn tracker, but there's no valid token select. Oh, hold on. I wasn't
You need to
clicked.
have
My
your-
bad.
Oh,
I did it.
there you go.
You can change it to 7 if you want to keep the first one.
No, it's cool. What I did for the initiative is there are several types of gnolls, so I did like one for each type.
I think it keeps me in the same spot either roll, so it works out.
Yeah. All right, so
They're overall though.
all right, so these hunters. Going to spread out. One of them is going to go ahead and make 2 longbows attacks at Branagor as he's kind of like broken off. So,
Ow.
so one of them hits for 4.
I'm assuming he's arcing it over us.
He's what?
Is he arcing it over us or trying to shoot through us? I want to
Uh,
deflect missiles if I can.
Neither and no. Deflect missiles is like if it hits you, you can do it.
Oh, it is. Okay, that's fair. I thought it was just when, like, someone shoots. My bad.
Okay, so as this gnoll hunter to the south kind of like lets 2 loose at Branagor. This one to the top lets 2 loose at Oliver.
Oh, I thought you said the one at the top was shooting Brandicar. I was like, what the fuck?
No, so both of these guys have their speed reduced by 10. Oliver is going to go ahead, I believe he has, as a reaction, I believe he has his stuff at this level.
Yes.
Uncanny
Yeah,
dodge.
half damage.
Yeah, so he's going to take half damage. Okay, then the Flesh Gnars.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, they like to gnaw flesh. So 1, 2, 3. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So the Flesh Gnar is going to go ahead and use its action to get extra movement speed. Is actually going to go around to the back of Felix. Can't attack yet. This Flesh Gnar is going to do the same thing. And then Felix, it's your go.
Okay, really not liking the situation. I'm going
Yeah,
to.
and you can see that it's also like very weird, like because you're looking at it straight on. Again, this is like not a huge pack, but it's like very organized. Again, it's just very strange how organized.
So I'm going to use my. Oh, actually, I could do some. No, I'll save that.
Just so I know the logistics, Juliana was behind you, correct?
Yeah, I imagine she was behind me.
So we'll say that she, just for now, she's kind of like in your space. She's kind of like hugging you as she begins to scream out.
Okay, pull that. So I'm gonna take my bonus action and fire both my meteors, like back here. So I hit both of them.
Okay, but in a way so it's not gonna hit you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so it immediately kills Juliana.
Yeah. So we'll say like you call them down and you kind of like shield the heat with your back, kind of like almost giving her a bear hug.
Yep.
So they make 2 saves. The first dex save they make The second dick save, they miss. So they take 10.
So 5 and 5. Yeah, 10 damage.
Nice.
And I don't have a good way to. Oh, that's an attack roll, so I don't want to do that. Ooh, can I? No. I am going to, since I haven't done it, I'm going to use my action to pop Mage Armor on myself.
Okay, because it's a bonus action to use the meteors, right?
Yep. It takes an action on the first turn and bonus actions just to fire them.
Right, and you have 2 more left? It's 6, right?
2 more, 6 total.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Dill, did you want to add in Branagor and Oliver to the initiative? Or did you have them on your own thing somewhere?
Oh, I thought I hit it. I guess not. Alright, might be. So, that still works out. So Oliver's gonna go. Yeah, actually. Oliver's gonna go behind this one that comes behind you after your blast. And is gonna go ahead and attack this dude with a nat 20.
Correct.
Minimum damage, that's enough to kill because the sneak damage adds at least 3.
Yeah.
So he like kind of slides into place and comes up as like does like a quick like slashy jab and then like thrusts upwards like through the back of this Noel's like neck, and it's just like and slides down. And that's what he can do. So these Knolls here, they're gonna go ahead and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 feet with their dash. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. So they can't take an attack yet, but they just spend their movement essentially charging up to you. All right, Kaladin.
Yeah. I really don't want to move because that big guy scares me. And I feel like if I move, he's just gonna fucking start whooping ass.
Yeah, not a bad.
I'm gonna stand right here. I'm gonna use 2 attacks on the guy to the south of Felix right now.
Okay. How long does Radiant Soul last? It's like a minute, right? So you got.
Yeah, it's a minute.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. The second one.
So 1 miss. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 miss.
So that's 11 damage because of I need to add that in for Radiant Soul, but I get +5 or plus my level in damage when Radiant Soul's active. So.
Okay, it does quite a bit. Yeah. So the Gnoll just takes one of your punches, and you can see as your fist actually like sears into its belly, and it kind of like and like withdraws a little bit.
Is it looking like pretty shitty?
You've done quite a bit to it. It doesn't look super hot. Just keep in mind.
I'm a flurry.
I was just gonna say, just keep in mind though that your Radiant Soul only applies to 1 attack per turn.
Yeah. Yep. And so. Okay, sorry. I was reading Flurry of Blows to make sure. Yeah, so I'm going to do Flurry of Blows and smack him again.
Okay, do it up.
It's a 9.
Alright, that's enough to do it.
And then I'll use my second attack and slap the other dude in the face.
Okay. That's also enough to hit. Alright, playing a mad defense here. So Branagor is going to go ahead and I think Branagor is going to shape change. Alright, he's gonna go ahead and shape change into...
A bear. Or frog.
Duh, bears.
Yeah, bears are super awesome. He doesn't have frog in here.
Does he have wolf? Because that'd be pretty cool too.
Direwolf is amazing, yes.
Yeah.
He's gonna turn into a bear and lift up his shirt and say, "Care Bear stare,"
40 anyway.
and make them all caring so they'll go away.
They die of
40
laughter.
anyway. Okay, yep. So he's going to change into a bear. And, yep. So he's going to change into a bear. He's essentially going to meet this guy head on. He has just enough movement. And he's going to use his multi-attack. Neither hit. So you can see as this like big,
Wolf.
yeah, this big tough gnoll, just again, he's just like menacing looking. He just like he takes his claws and like smacks the other bear claws away and like pushes the bear to the ground. So he's gonna go ahead and yeah, you see as it takes out its glaive and howls loudly. Okay, so yeah, I think both of those hit. Glaive or longbow. Oh, this isn't set up correctly. Hold on. Boop. So it's gonna take 2 glaive attacks. So the first one hits, does 10. The second one misses. And then this insight rampage. So one gnoll will say the hunter to the north of it makes 1 as its reaction. It's a melee, sorry. Okay, so this flesh gnar is gonna go ahead and make a melee attack at Felix.
Is it in range?
30 feet.
Yeah, that's within 30 feet.
Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. You're right.
Hey, no?
Yeah.
Oh, just
Okay.
barely.
Yeah, so it's out of range. Yeah, it's just barely out of range. So yeah, okay. Then he can't do anything else, but this bear does take damage.
Oh, you deleted one of the tokens that was you were using for initiative. For the
Did I?
gnolls. Yeah,
Yes.
some of the gnolls on initiative.
Don't tell him. Maybe he'll win.
Alright, so yeah. Yeah, I suppose he's just gonna stay here then. For now, he's just gonna like lock in with this bear for now. So the 2 hunters are gonna go, and this one up top is gonna make 2 longbow attacks at Oliver. Okay, so the 12 does not hit. He's gonna go ahead and take 7 because he's gonna use his uncanny dodge. Hunter's gonna come in a little bit. So is this one, this Null Hunter's gonna go ahead and make 2 longbow attacks at Kaladin. Oh, poopy. Yeah, they both miss. Oliver is going to come up over here and attempt to get this flesh gnar. Alright, and with minimum damage on the sneak attack is enough to do it. Alright, Felix.
Okay, I'm gonna bonus action fire my 2 meteors kind of behind or to the side of that knoll in front of me to try to take him down.
To the side of you said?
I mean, I'm just trying to hit him without hitting myself or my buddies.
Yeah, dex save 19. Yeah, so he takes half.
3.
And you're doing both of them, the last two?
Yeah, I'm doing both of them.
Okay, so then he makes another save on the other one. He doesn't make that one, so then he takes 11, which is exactly enough. Okay. Alright, so he's gone.
Okay, and that's I'm gonna take my movement and move me and Juliana 30 feet back. And as my action, I'm going to enlarge. Sorry, I'm missing names. Kaladin.
Word.
So you get 1d4 plus all of your damage rolls
Sweet.
as you grow to twice your size.
That's a big guy.
Damn.
Yeah, there you go. Big monk.
Let's go slap a motherfucker.
Monka-fucka.
Ha!
I am tired of these Monday to Friday knolls on this Monday to Friday road.
Is it my turn to slap a bitch?
I
Yes,
think it's
sir.
your turn to slap a bitch.
Alright, so I'm going to fly over this motherfucker. And then I'm just gonna lay into him.
Alright. So he takes 12 plus a d4. Alright. That one misses. Doing Fury Blows.
He doesn't need to do a flurry to do one more.
He doesn't?
Nah, monks can do a bonus action attack as long as it's unarmed.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't know if it's throwing or not.
So you get one hit, but with your enlarged size, it's enough to, like, it slows you down just enough for this Null to kind of, compensate and, like, dodge out of the way.
Yep.
Brandagor is in a good spot. I think he's just going to use his multi-attack. Yeah, so +2 because you're flanking, so both of those hit. And do a lot.
Waste.
Alright, this guy's looking pretty rough now. Yeah, you know what? He's gonna use his... He's gonna use his disengage, I think.
No, he's gonna reckless.
Alright, yeah, he's gonna do that, and then... That's all he can do. That's all he can do, yep. As he just charges out of the way. He like barrel rolls and like charges out of the way and like skids, like looking back at you two. He looks pretty beat up at this point. The Null Hunters are gonna go, and yeah, they're gonna go ahead and longbow the brown bear. Nice. Okay. So its movement is reduced, but by 10 feet. But only takes one hit. Okay, Oliver is gonna go ahead and...
I think our DM's biased for the animals. Saying nice when they hit like that.
Alright. Alright, he's gonna come up and lay into this one. And then he's gonna go ahead and do another... But without his dex bonus, so it does another 2, and it does hit. Okay, Felix, your go.
Okay, so this looks like Oscar has that one pretty good. I'm gonna do a scorching ray and fire 2 of the blasts at that one and 1 of them at the big guy. It's the first 2 at the archer.
Yeah, they like
That was 4.
as it like kind of barrel rolls out of the way.
And last one with big guy. Wow. Not like scorching ray, I guess.
Yeah, the big guy sees it coming and just kind of like literally like swats it out of the way.
And I'm gonna back up another 30 feet.
Kaladin.
Yeah, so I'm gonna fly over. Oop. Wasn't on the select thing. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna put myself in between these 2 guys, and I'm gonna do 2 attacks on the big dude.
Okay. Alright, that hits. That's enough to do it. So as you beat him with your righteous fist, it hits and then it actually like sears into the flesh. Okay, so
I got 1 hit.
Yep. Go ahead and add an extra D4.
Oh yeah. So 1.
Alright, so Branagor is gonna go ahead. He doesn't have enough movement to get down to that one, so he's gonna go to this one. Alright, that one's dead. Yeah, I mean, this one can't do shit. Yeah, so this one's just gonna like attempt to multi-attack you then.
He's gonna hit me.
Yeah, but I don't know what the deal is. For some reason this is messed up. These macros are messed up. I don't know why. So, hold on. Keeps wanting to do it with that. It should be his spear.
I was gonna say, yeah, because if he's using a longbow, that's a disadvantage.
Yeah. So neither of those hit you anyway.
Yep.
Okay. So that's all it can do. It kind of like circles you a little bit. So Felix, Oliver's just gonna kind of like run over a little bit, ready, but you guys pretty much have this. We'll just say for the sake of time anyway that you guys have this. There's no way like this guy's gonna live past next round anyway.
I'll just kind of run up and fling a rock at him with that catapult. Does that work? Does that spell work? That did not work. Okay, that's interesting. Well, it's a DC 15 dex save, or take.
Yeah, it doesn't make it anyway.
Fuck ton of damage.
Holy shit!
I hurled a big rock at him.
Yeah, so you literally like use this and you fling up. It's not just a rock, it's like a patch of dirt, and then like you scoop up underneath and it's like a huge fucking boulder. As you fling it, like all like the debris kind of like fling off to the side. You're like, holy crap, like you grabbed a fucking huge rock and it just it gets all over Kaladin. It's just a mess.
Saving for.
Yeah, I just begin like wiping myself off. Like that was nice. I will look back and like thumbs up, like good shot.
Yeah, my face kind of starts softening after being very angry for a couple minutes. I don't like these fucking things, and then I drop the enlarge. You start returning to your normal size. Oh yeah. A minute down here already. Why is this not working?
Nodding.
That works.
We should make haste to the town. They should know what's coming for them.
Okay, that works now. Okay. Yeah, let's head into town. Need to get inside the walls and talk to Mr. Augusto.
Okay. So, hold on here. So as you guys make quick work of the ambush party, you come up to the wooden gates of Cremont. You can see the other peasants, or I say peasants, the other people, waiting outside of the gate. I mean, you catch up to them fairly quickly. But as of right now, the wooden gate is closed. You can see a couple of guards standing watch as they kind of like eye you suspiciously as you approach.
Okay. Open up. We have news for information from Mr. Augusto. We have information regarding the Knolls, where they're coming from.
They kind of look to each other and like eye you suspiciously.
I was kind of shrugged. We just killed a couple of the Knolls back there. Should be safe for at least the next little while.
A couple of awkward seconds go by and then they open up the wooden gates.
I move hurriedly through.
Yeah, so as you guys move
Heading to
through,
the second gate.
you can see again, like it's kind of almost like a shanty town in here. Like there's some better buildings, but it's mostly like slummy, kind of run down here. You see a lot of people just like sitting on the steps drinking, or like just not upper class, let's put it that way. You make your way over to the stone gate. Again, stone gate is closed. You see quite a few guards outside of the stone gate.
Move up the guards. We've just come back scouting out the Knolls for Mr. Augusto. We have news from him regarding the situation, the Knolls numbers, and where they're based out of. We get in to let him know.
They kind of like eyeball you and they're like, and then they kind of nod, and one of them that you've seen like at the barracks, kind of like, oh, I remember that guy. Yeah, He's legit. He helped us. He helped Norwich with the Harpies. Oh, and then they kind of like call back and forth and. All right, you can go in.
Thank you.
And they open the stone gate. Just enough, like 5 feet or whatever for you guys to get through, and then they close it behind you. So as you guys go in, you see the familiar, like the dull glow of the city. You make your way down the long S-shaped path into like the almost ravine where the city is. You make your way over to Augusto's building. And I think because we're leaving off at 11, that's a good place to leave it.
Okay,
Cool.
sounds good.
That was fun.
Did you go in there
Sorry.
trying to die, Ed?
I like Knowles. What's that?
Did you go in there trying to die?
No, it was a character flaw. With my military. Won't leave anyone behind and won't, let innocent slaughter.
Fair enough, I guess.
It's alright, makes for interesting play.
Yeah,
That's right. I don't mind dying. Characters die all the time.
yeah.
We can Storm Things Thunder. I'm on my third one now. That one's hard. We're doing Tomb of Annihilation there.
Hmm.
That one's gonna be sucky. Once we get to actual combat places.
Lots of death
Yeah.
in that one.
Yeah. But yeah, what are you gonna do, eh? Roll a backup and a backup.
Yep.
Hey, all right, guys. See you next week there, eh?
You got it, buddy.
Sounds good.
We'll introduce
All right, later.
Belgarian.
He's all ready to go.
Cool.
Alright. See you, bud.
Okay, later.
See ya.
See you guys.
Peace out.
out to a restaurant, and when we came out, Wendy appeared with a whole bunch of friendly dogs, and they all wanted love. It was like she told the dogs that I was cool. This just makes me so happy.
It's so cute. Oh my god, look how dirty your hands are.
So she followed us as we walked back to the hotel. Dude, we've been walking for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
When we got to the hotel, I picked her up and snuck her in.
Go.
But we got busted right away by the dude who runs the hotel.
I'm really sorry, but dogs are not allowed in the hotel.
What if I pay you a crazy amount of money?
I know, but I cannot break the rules.
If we give her a bath and then we bring her down.
Okay.
Only in the bathroom.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thank you so much. That bathwater was disgusting. They set up a tent for me to sleep with her outside. The very next day, I took her to the vet. I got her de-fleed, de-wormed, vaccinated with every shot. They even sprayed perfume on her. Oh, and she was just good to go. She's no street dog anymore. Mwah.